Hello, my name is Tom Lubrick, KU4VG, and I have made 5 videos which I call CW Learning Made Easy. This is a simple course and it is designed for you to have some fun and some laughs as you listen to some of the ditties on my videos. For quick reference, I have added a CW ditty key reference video, which is a quick shortcut to help you remember the rhymes and pictures that will trigger the Morse code letter in your mind every time you hear the specific CW sound. This is also a great course for individuals with problems with sight. I will read and explain all lessons and ditties so that you can picture and understand everything just by listening strictly to my audio. With this method of learning, you will be able to increase your ability to hear and comprehend Morse code as it is being received at or above 13 words per minute. The main thing that I want to stress to you when you are watching or listening to my videos is to please have fun. I promise that everything will easily fall into place for you as time goes on. And one last thing before we go to our first exercise. Please find or purchase a practice code oscillator and a key. After each lesson, practice sending what you have learned. This will increase your ability to receive Morse code even faster. Okay, I've said enough. Let's go ahead and start with our first lesson. Before we begin, let's do a screen grab of this ditty sheet. These are the alphabet ditties that you'll need to learn when you hear the CW sound for a certain letter. You'll be tracing over these pictures with your finger for a given Morse code letter. So please print this page out and have it available to you when you are doing the learning exercises. I'll leave this page up so you can get that screen grab. Okay, you should have the screen grab by now. Go ahead and print it out. If you're ready to begin, get a blank piece of paper and a pencil. Get ready for your first lesson. This is video 1, lesson 1. And what we're going to try to do here is differentiate between dots and dashes. You got to be able to differentiate these or you'll never be able to hear Morse code correctly. So what I want you to do is get a pencil and a paper and write down the dots and the dashes as you hear them. Here goes. Let's do it again one more time. Okay, what you should have written down is dot, dot, dash, 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 dot, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dash, dot, 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 dash, dot, dash, dash, dash. Okay, I'll give you just a little bit of time to look at that. You can see it up on the screen there, your dots and dashes. Check yourself out. Okay, I hope everybody got that correctly. If you had trouble with this first exercise, please back up the video and replay the part with the answers for the dots and the dashes. Then write them down or do a screen grab. Next, rerun the exercise again and see if you can differentiate between the short sounds for the dots and then the longer sounds for the dashes. Once you can do this, you can go on to the next exercise. Okay, for the next part of lesson 1, we're going to get into the letters. You know the letter E because it's nothing more than a dot. So let me go ahead and play it for you. And I've got a little ditty that I want you to get in your head that'll help you. So moving right along, we'll bring up this ditty. This is for the letter E. And this is a lady who had a mouse run across her foot. And she says, eek, 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 eek. Pick up your ditty handout sheet. Find the picture with the lady screaming eek on it. When you hear the CW sound for the letter E, trace an E with your index finger over the picture as you say the ditty in your head as I say it out loud. If you are ready, here goes. Eek. Eek. Trace that picture. Eek. 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 Say the ditty to yourself. Eek. 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 Now let's pick up our paper and pencils. I want you to draw an E on your paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter E, I want you to take your pencil and trace that E as you say the ditty to yourself in your head as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Eek. 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 Are you tracing that E? Eek. Eek. Sing the ditty to yourself. Eek. 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 Find a blank area on your tabletop or desktop. In that area, I want you to draw an E every time you hear the CW sound for the letter E. I want you to say the ditty to yourself in your head. I'm going to say the ditty just a few times along the way to help you out. If you are ready, let's begin. Eek. Are you saying the ditty to yourself? Are you drawing that E in that blank space? Eek. I'd like to introduce you now to the letter T. You already know it because it's the sound of the dash. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll the ditty. This is for the letter T. And T is going to be tall. 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 Pick up your ditty picture sheet. Find the picture of the tall man and the short man. When you hear the CW sound for the letter T, trace a T over that picture with your index finger. As you say the ditty in your head, well, I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Tall. 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 Trace that T over that picture. Tall. 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 Pick up your pencil and paper. I want you to write a T on that paper, and every time you hear the CW sound for the letter T, I want you to trace over that T with your pencil as you say the ditty to yourself in your head while I say the ditty out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Tall. 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 Trace that T with your pencil. Tall. 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 Okay, I hope you're having a little fun with these exercises that we're doing. What I want you to do now is, on your desktop or tabletop, go ahead and find a blank area. Then I want you to take your index finger and draw a T in that blank area every time you hear the CW sound for the letter T. Also, say the ditty to yourself, and I'm only going to say the ditty a few times just to help you out. If you're ready, let's begin. Tall. Are you drawing that T in that blank area? Tall. Tall. As you can see, we have a blank screen with a flashing cursor, which means we are going to have a quiz or take a test. Let's go ahead and have a practice quiz on what you already know, which is the E and the T. I'm going to send out the letter E and T in a mixed up order. I will send the same sequence out a second time so that you can correct any mistakes that you have made. Please pick up a pencil and paper and get prepared to copy. I'll give you a second. If you're ready, I'm not going to help you. Here goes. Okay, I'm going to send them out a second time. Did the ditties help you with these letters so far? I hope so. Here goes the second round. Here are the answers to the practice quiz. The first letter was E, the second letter was E, the third letter was T, the fourth letter was T, the fifth letter was T, the sixth letter was E, the seventh letter was E, the eighth letter was T, and the ninth letter was E. If you had any problems copying these letters, please back up this video and go over the sections for E and T, and then come back and retake this practice quiz. I know you'll do just great this next time around. Okay, it's time to introduce you to another letter. This one is the letter W. And you got a picture in your handout of a baby with a glass of water in front of his mouth. So this is going to sound a little silly, but silly puts things in your brain and keeps them there. So the way this is going to sound, it's going to sound like more wah-wah. This baby is asking his mother, he wants more water. So the only way he can say it is more wah-wah. Let me go ahead and run the ditty for this. This is for the letter W. We have a baby and he's trying to tell his mother that he wants more water. So he's going to say more wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. Pick up your ditty picture sheet. Find the picture of the baby with a water glass in front of his mouth. When you hear the CW sound for the letter W, trace a W with your index finger over that picture as you say the ditty to yourself in your head. I will say the ditty out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. Trace that W over the picture. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. More wah-wah. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil. Write a W on that piece of paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter W, I want you to trace over that W, say the ditty in your head as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. More wah-wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. Are you tracing that W? More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. Find a blank area on your tabletop or desktop. Then every time you hear the CW sound for the letter W, I want you to take your index finger and trace a W in that blank area. Now I'm going to change things up. I'm not always going to say the ditty as you hear that CW sound. So it's going to be up to you to go ahead and continuously say it. So if you're ready, let's begin. More wah wah. More wah wah. Did you say that ditty in your head? More wah wah. Did you trace that W? Okay, as you can see on the video, I've got another picture up. That means we're going to learn another letter. Notice we got a balloon and a guy going to pop that balloon. He might be somebody's father. We'll call him Pop. Okay, this is going to lead us into the next ditty, so let's go ahead and roll it. This is for the letter P, and this is Dad, and he's going to pop his son's balloon. When he does pop that balloon, his son is going to say, "Did Pop pop it? Did 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 Pop pop it?" Grab the ditty handout sheet and find the picture with the guy popping the balloon. We'll call him Pop. When you hear the CW sound for the letter P, I want you to trace a P with your index finger over that picture as you say the ditty in your head as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Did Pop pop it? 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 Are you tracing that P? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Grab your pencil and paper and draw a P on that paper with your pencil. Then every time you hear the CW sound for the letter P, I want you to trace over it and say the ditty to yourself in your head as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. Did Pop pop it? 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 Are you tracing that P? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Find a blank area on your desktop or tabletop. In that blank area, I want you to take your index finger and I want you to draw a P every time you hear the CW sound for the letter P. Also, I want you to say the ditty to yourself in your head. I'm going to say the ditty only a few times to help you out. If you're ready, let's begin. Did Pop pop it? Are you tracing that P? Did Pop pop it? Are you saying the ditty to yourself? Did Pop pop it? Up on the screen I have some letters that I want to review with you, okay? There are 4 E's, 4 T's, 4 W's, 4 P's. Let's begin with the E's. Eek, 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 eek. And now the T. Tall, 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 tall. And now the W. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. And now the P. Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? Did Pop pop it? As you can see, I have a blank screen, which means we're going to have a little quiz. This ought to be fun for you, because all you have to know is 4 CW letters. So as you hear the CW sounds, go ahead and write these letters down. Get your pencil and paper. Get ready to copy. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to check yourselves by listening to the same series of CW letters again. If you're ready, here we go. Okie dokie, I'll give you the answers. The answers to our first quiz were T, E, P, W, T, W, W, P, and P. Let me go over those again. The answers again were T, E, P, W, T, W, W, E, and P. If you had any problems copying down the correct answers for this quiz, please go back and review all of the letters in this section of the video. When you come back and retake this quiz, I know you'll do just fine. And now let's go ahead and take a much needed break before we continue to our next series of CW letters. While we are on break, it's a good time to think about what should be done after you have found a stopping point on this video. Practice sending the CW letters that you have just learned with a practice code oscillator and a key. Do this 2 or 3 times a day and see if it sounds like the correct CW sound for each letter being practiced. Don't feel discouraged if things aren't falling into place right away. I promise that if you keep following my method of learning, you will master Morse code. And now, let's take at least a half-hour break before you continue to the next lesson. Remember, there is no hurry to learn CW. It should be a fun learning experience. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, we're back from break now, and before we go on to lesson 2, we have enough letters in our vocabulary right now where we can come up with 3 words. I'd like to go ahead and send these words out to you, so if you grab your pencil and paper, you can get ready to copy. And I'll give you just a second here to get everything ready. And I'm going to send these twice. I'm not going to tell you what they are right now, but later on I will tell you what the words were. All right, ready? I'm sending. All right, if you didn't get it this first round, I'm going to send them again. Ready? Okay, you should got 3 words, most definitely. All right. Okay, look at your screen for the answers for the first 3 words that we have just written down. The first word is wet, W-E-T. The second word is pet, P-E-T. The third word is pew, P-E-W. I'll bet you didn't have any problems receiving these words correctly. Good job! Now, if you had any problems with decoding these words, just back up the video and try again. I know you'll get it this second time around. Anyway, let's continue on and learn some more letters so we can decode more words. On your screen, you can see I've got a picture of a kangaroo. What letter do you think that's going to represent? How about K? K for kangaroo. Let's go ahead and roll the ditty. This is for the letter K, and there is a picture of a kangaroo. So I'm going to say it. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo. Let's go ahead and pick up your ditty picture sheet. Find the picture of the kangaroo. When you hear the CW sound for the letter K, trace a K with your index finger over that picture and say the ditty to yourself while I say the ditty out loud. If you're ready, here goes. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo. Trace that K over that picture. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo. Now let's pick up our pencil and paper, and I want you to draw a K on that paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter K, I want you to take your pencil and draw over that K, and as you do, I want you to say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo. Trace that K with your pencil. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo. Okay, finishing up the letter K, let's go ahead and find a blank area on your tabletop or desktop. Get ready to use your index finger to draw a K in that area every time you hear the CW sound for the letter K. And say the ditty to yourself. I'm not going to say the ditty out loud all the time, but I'll start you off. If you're ready, let's begin. Kangaroo, are you saying the ditty to yourself? Kangaroo. Let's go ahead and learn the letter A. It just happens to be a vowel which will enable us to create new words from what we already know. On your screen is a picture with a doctor holding a tongue depressor in a little girl's mouth. This will lead us into our next ditty. Let me go ahead and roll it now. This is for the letter A, and there is a doctor telling her patient to say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Pick up your ditty picture sheet. Find the picture with the doctor holding the tongue depressor in the little girl's mouth. When you hear the CW sound for the letter A, trace an A with your index finger over that picture and say the ditty in your head as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say all. Say all. Go ahead now and pick up your paper and pencil. Draw the letter A on your paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter A, go ahead and take your pencil and go over that A, trace over it, and say the ditty to yourself in your head as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Say all. 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 Find a blank area on your tabletop or desktop. When you hear the CW sound for the letter A, trace an A in that area and say the ditty to yourself. I'll start you out with the ditty, but you're on your own from here. If you're ready, let's begin. Say all. Are you saying the ditty to yourself? Are you tracing that A in that blank area? Let's review all the letters that you have learned from this video. The E, the T, the W, the P, the K, and the A. With these letters, I will send out some words for you to decipher in a little bit. The E sound ditty is eek. The T sound ditty is tall. The W sound ditty is more wah wah. The P sound ditty is did pop pop it. The K sound ditty is kangaroo. The A sound ditty is say ah. Let's go ahead now and play the Morse code sound for all these letters. I have 4 E's, 4 T's, 4 W's, 4 P's, 4 K's, and 4 A's. If you're ready, this is for the E. Eek. 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 And for the T. Tall. 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 And for the W. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. More wah wah. And for the P. Did pop pop it. Did pop pop it. Did pop pop it. Did pop pop it. And for the K. Kangaroo. 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 And for the A. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. Say ah. It's now time to see if you can copy a series of 8 words from what you have already learned. Please grab a pencil and paper and get ready to copy. First, I will send you the 8 words at a speed of 5 words per minute. Next, I will send you the same 8 words at 7 words per minute so that you can correct any mistakes or add corrections as they are needed. If you are ready, let's begin. How'd you do? I bet you did all right. I'll bet you got most of the words. All right, I'm going to increase the speed here to 7 words per minute. If you're ready, let's go ahead and make those corrections. Here goes. Here are the 8 words that you should have deciphered. The first word is week. W-E-E-K. The second word is wake. W-A-K-E. The third word is tweak. T-W-E-A-K. The fourth word is peak. P-E-A-K. The fifth word is weep. W-E-E-P. The sixth word is wept. W-E-P-T. The seventh word is take. T-A-K-E. And the eighth word is awake. A-W-A-K-E. Did you get them all? I'll bet you did. Let's go ahead and take a well-deserved break. If you have decoded most or all of the 8 words, I want to congratulate you. If you are having any trouble with any of these words, please go back over the video where you feel you need more practice, and then come back and try decoding the 8 previous words again. I think you'll do great the second time around. See you after break. Okay, we're back from a well-deserved break. I got a picture of a snake up here hissing, and this is going to lead us into the letter S. So I'm going to go ahead and run the ditty now. This is for the letter S, and we have a snake, and it'll hiss, and it'll go. Let's go ahead now and pick up your ditty picture sheet. Find the picture with the snake hissing. When you hear the CW sound for the letter S, trace an S with your index finger over that picture and say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Are you hissing 3 times? Are you drawing that S on your picture? Let's go ahead now and pick up our pencil and paper. Draw an S on that paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter S, I want you to take your pencil and trace over that S as you say the ditty to yourself while I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Are you tracing that S with your pencil? Are you hissing 3 times? Let's go ahead and find a blank area on our tabletop or desktop. In that blank area, I want you to trace the letter S every time you hear the CW sound for the letter S and say the ditty to yourself. I'll start you out, but I'm not going to do the ditty for you. You're on your own. If you are ready, let's begin. Are you tracing that S with your index finger? hissing 3 times. Up on your screen, I've got a picture of Santa Claus saying, ho, ho, ho. This is going to be for the letter O. Let's go ahead and roll the ditty, and you'll see how this all comes together. Okay, this is for the letter O. And Santa Claus has an O in ho, ho, ho. So I'm going to say it. Ho, ho, ho. 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 Let's go ahead and pick up our ditty picture sheet. Then, when you hear the CW sound for the letter O, let's trace an O with your index finger over the picture and say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Are you saying the ditty to yourself? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Are you tracing an O over the picture? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go ahead and pick up our pencil and our paper. I want you to draw an O on your paper. Then I want you to go ahead and every time you hear the CW sound for the letter O, I want you to trace that O with your pencil. I want you to say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Trace that O with your pencil. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Say that ditty to yourself. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Look around on your tabletop or desktop. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter O, I want you to draw an O with your index finger in that blank area and say the ditty to yourself. I'm going to say the ditty once, and then you continue on saying the ditty as this exercise rolls. If you're ready, let's begin. Ho, ho, ho. Are you drawing that O in that blank area? Say the ditty to yourself. Finally, we get to the last letter of this video, and I have a picture of a ghost up here, and he's asking himself, why did I die? Let me go ahead and roll the ditty. Okay, this is for the letter Y. And imagine this is a person that died. And for some reason, he's looking around and he's wondering, why did I die? 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 Okay, grab your ditty picture sheet, find a picture with the ghost on it, asking himself, why did I die? When you hear the CW sound for the letter Y, trace a Y with your index finger over that picture and say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you are ready, let's begin. Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? You tracing that Y over the picture? Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? You saying the ditty to yourself? Why did I die? Moving right along, go ahead and draw a Y on your paper. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter Y, go ahead and trace that Y with your pencil and say the ditty to yourself as I say it out loud. If you're ready, let's begin. Why did I die? Why did I die? Trace that why. Why did I die? Why did I die? Say the ditty to yourself. Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? For this last exercise, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I want you to find a blank area on your tabletop or desktop. Every time you hear the CW sound for the letter Y, I want you to draw a Y with your index finger in that blank area. Then I want you to say the ditty out loud. Well, I start you off, and the rest is yours. Here we go. Why did I die? Say that ditty out loud. Did you draw that Y in that blank area? And you should have been saying, why did I die out loud? Let's go ahead and review the last three letters that you have learned. They are S, O, and Y. I will send these three letters in mixed up order. There will be a total of 9 letters for you to decode. So pick up your pencils and papers and get ready to copy. If you are ready, let's begin. Round 1, 5 words per minute. Round 2, at 7 words per minute. Go ahead and check yourselves. Here goes. Okay, we'll do a check and make sure that you got them all right. The 9 letters that you should have written down were O, Y, S, S, Y, O, O, Y, and S. I'll say it again. The 9 letters that you should have written down were O, Y, S, S, Y, O, O, Y, and S. How did you do? I bet you did all right. If you had any problems copying down any of these letters, please back up this video and go over the letters that you are the weakest in. Then come back and try this exercise again. I'm sure you'll do just fine. We are now closing in on the end of this video, and it is time for our fun quiz. It is time to prove to yourself that you can decode some more Morse code words. To be able to do this, you should know the ditties and the CW letter equivalents for each of the following 9 letters. These letters are E, T, W, P, K, A, S, O, and Y. Let's go ahead one more time and pick up our pencils and papers and get ready to write down the 10 words that I will be sending you. First, I will send these words at 5 words per minute. Then I will send these words at 7 words per minute so that you can correct any mistakes or fill in the letters that you may have missed. If you are ready, let's begin. Now sending at 5 words per minute. Now sending the same words again at 7 words per minute. Up on the screen I have the 10-word answers for our fun quiz. The first word was yes, Y-E-S. The second word was toys, T-O-Y-S. The third word was pet, P-E-T. The fourth word was sweat, S-W-E-A-T. The fifth word was oats, O-A-T-S. The sixth word was west, W-E-S-T. The seventh word was pokey, P-O-K-E-Y. The eighth word was yeast, Y-E-A-S-T. The ninth word was waste, W-A-S-T-E. The 10th word was yoke, Y-O-K-E. How'd you do? I'll bet you did just great. If you had any problems decoding these 10 words, please go back through the video in the areas where you are the weakest. Then when you feel confident, come back and retake this fun quiz. I know you'll ace it. Before we end this video, there are 2 Android apps that I would like you to consider as Morse code learning aids. The first one is called Morse. It's spelled M-O-R-S-E-E, which is like working a straight key on your cell phone. The second app is a Morse code decoder, which can decode QSOs from your ham radio, your practice code oscillators, your portable shortwave radios, and even from Morse itself. This app is called Morse Expert, M-O-R-S-E, and then the second word is Expert, E-X-P-E-R-T. Both of these apps can be found at the Google Play Store. They are free. I'm not sure if these apps are in the Apple App Store, but anyway, you can check it out and see if they happen to be there. Now let's go ahead and check out Morse and see how it works. Okay, as you open up Morse, you notice the ABCs, and underneath each of the letters are the Morse code representations. Like on the A, it's a dot dash, or the Diddy would say aw. And anyway, the E is eek, and you see there's only a dot there. The T is a dash, and that's tall. Okay, if you go all the way down, you can see there's numbers and Morse code representation under them with their dots and dashes, and we got the all our question marks, pluses, minus, at sign, parentheses. Let's give it a try and see what happens, okay? Okay, so now I want to skip a space, so I'll just hit the down arrow there, and let's go ahead and write Morse in there, and I'm going to make a mistake so I can show you how to go back and remove the mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, let's go back. I went to put an S there. So let's back up. There, see, it's gone. Nope, one more mistake. Now we got it, and then 2 E's. And that's how Morse works. Okay, let's get out of Morse right now, and we'll check out Morse Expert. We are at my radio. It's an ICOM 7000, and I've got a very inexpensive Android tablet, which I put ham apps on, and it works very well. That way I can have my cell phone free for doing other things. Anyway, what I'm going to do is open Morse Expert and show you how it decodes. There, you can see the screen moving from right to left. Let me go ahead and put it on pause because you see a bunch of junk coming in right there. So let's put it on pause. That stops the junk. And then you go over to the trash can and it gets rid of all the junk. See that? All right, now I'm going to see if I can find some CW on my HF rig. Here goes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unpause it so we can decipher the code. I'm going to undo the pause button now. See it deciphering the code right over there? As you can see, it's decoding very well. So we'll stop right here, turn this down, and as you can see, it's a very worthy app. Since it might have been hard for you to see the app pictures of Morse and Morse Expert on my cell phone, I have them displayed on the screen as they will look in the Google Play Store. Give these 2 apps a try. I know you will like them. Well, we made it to the end of the first video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed my first video of CW Learning Made Easy. To find the other 4 videos, just look up on YouTube. You should be very proud of yourselves. You can now decipher some words from Morse code. If you want to get in touch with me, then I will leave my email address up on the screen. The email address is ku4vg@gmail.com. That's ku4vg@gmail.com. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.